Have you ever met someone who has the most incredible plans? They talk about starting a business, writing a book, changing their life completely. But months later, nothing has moved. The dream is still there. But so is the distance between the dream and reality. This is more common than you think. And psychology has a clear explanation for it. Let's talk about the real psychology behind people who dream big but do nothing. One. The dream itself feels like progress. When you vividly imagine achieving a goal, your brain experiences a small version of that success. It releases the same feel-good signals as actually doing the work. So the person who talks about their dream all day genuinely feels like they are moving forward, even when they are standing completely still. The fantasy becomes a substitute for the action. 2. They are afraid of trying and failing. A dream that stays in your head can never fail. But the moment you take a real step, failure becomes possible. And for many people, that possibility is terrifying. So they stay in the planning stage forever, not because they need more time, but because starting means risking. And risking means they might find out the dream was never going to work. 3. They are waiting for the perfect moment. These individuals keep telling themselves they will start when the time is right, when they have more money, more time, more confidence. But that perfect moment almost never comes. The goal stays alive in their mind, but always just one condition away from becoming real. 4. Deep down, they fear success. 2. The fear of success is just as real as the fear of failure. Success brings change, responsibility, and new expectations. So they unconsciously hold themselves back, not because they don't want it, but because part of them is not ready for what comes after getting it. 5. Their identity is built around the dream, not the work. For some people, being the person with a big dream has become their personality. It gives them a sense of purpose and something interesting to say. But the moment they start working seriously, they risk losing that identity. And that shift is uncomfortable enough to keep them exactly where they are. So if you know someone full of big dreams and zero action, don't be too quick to judge. And if that person is you, don't be too quick to blame yourself either. The mind has its own reasons for keeping us safe, even when safety is exactly what holds us back. The dream was never the problem. The gap between imagining and doing. That is where the real work begins. And if understanding what drives people beneath the surface is something that genuinely interests you, you are already in the right place.